Hi everyone, so for today's instructional video we're going to be covering God's Wondrous Works, song number 5 in the Praises Songbook. So it's not an easy song to play if you're a beginner. Just starting out, this probably isn't the song for you. It may be a little discouraging, but if you've been playing for a while or you want a challenge, go for it. It's going to be in the key of F. I transposed it up from D because with the high G ukulele it just doesn't sound great to me anyway, playing in the key of G, in the key of D. So I transposed it up to F. I'm not going to be going through the chord names, in detail. I'll give you some, but you'll see in the description below a link to guitar tabs, which I've kind of rough drafted the chords of this song. Unfortunately, the chord diagrams that Guitar Tabs puts out for these chords are not going to match a lot of times because there's so many different ways to play a particular chord. So I'm going to be showing you how to finger those chords here, and just try to follow along best you can. Somebody commented that it was kind of hard to see the strings on my ukulele because they're clear. So I'll try to describe where I'm putting my fingers as we go along through this video. So anyway, let's take a look at this. Let me pull this over, try to get the lighting correct. Alright, so this song starts off with an intro. The intro is pluck up on A, open A string. I do it with my middle finger. And then F, strum through, and then go to B, pluck up on A, and strum B. So once again, so standard B, you're plucking up, and then you're moving down to A minor, or I should say up to A minor. Once again, plucking up on A, and strumming down through. So your A minor for this one is up here, just like your G minor, you're moving it up to A minor. So far we have you're going to put your pinky down on the 5th fret of the A, pluck up, form the G5. So strum down, and then pluck up on the E string. So what do we have? We have now, as an alternative of doing that B, you can go from F to G minor and just slide down like that. To me, it doesn't sound as good as the B, but it's very similar. So G minor is actually the B major relative minor chord, so since it's a relative minor, it sounds very similar. Okay, so from here you're going to keep your ring finger on the 3rd fret of your E, pluck that up, and then open A. Put your pointer finger down on the 1st fret of your A string, and then form a D minor 7 chord. Lift up your pinky after you strum that, and hit the open A, and strum down again, D minor, pluck up on E. Then we're going to go to this chord. This is just like a E minor, except you're doing it on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. And I just strum down to the 1st string. I don't hit the 1st string. So 4, 3, and 2. So once again, that's and then you're going to pluck down on the C string, and then F. So walking through that intro again. Okay, so there we have the intro. First verse is going to sound very similar to that. The only difference is the ending. We're going to end on C instead of F. So let's go through that slowly. So this is going to be the first verse. Instead of hitting this note, which is G, your G note, you're going to be going actually to the first fret of your E, which is the F note, and then hitting the G. So you're plucking up on that E string with your pointer finger, open A, so, and forming that G minor chord. Then you're going to put your pinky down on the A string there, 3rd fret. So pluck up on that. And then we're going to go form an F chord there. Put the pinky down on the 3rd fret of your E for that G note again. So F, strum all the way through, pinky down on the 3rd of E, open, or lift up the pinky I should say, because you still have your pointer finger down there in the F note. So back down, pinky back down, and then C. And you can just strum the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, or you can strum it all the way through. But very light on the A string if you hit it. Okay, so for that first verse so far we have okay, so second. Let's see, where do we start for a second? So for the second, you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. So, and pluck down on that. Pluck open E. Put the pointer finger down on the 1st fret of E. So, and pluck that up. And then you're going to form this chord right here. I think this is a D sus4 maybe. And just strum the, once again, 4th, 3rd, 4, 3, and 2 strings. And then pluck up on the open A. So, and we're going to go back to this chord. Put the pinky down. Oh wait, that doesn't sound right, so. Okay, so this is the next one that we're going to. Okay, so strum that through, and then you're going to bar the 1st fret with your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A. So, let's see. Sorry, that's not the 3rd fret of the A, it's the 3rd fret of your G string actually, to to make this sound. This is a B minor, B sharp minor, I think it is, or B flat minor. That's what it is. So. So you're plucking up on the A and then strumming down that B flat minor. And then your ring finger is going to go to that C chord, 3rd fret of the A. So actually pinky, let's go pinky. And you're going to form the F chord, F, with adding the the pinky finger to the 3rd fret of the A, and then pluck up on the E string after that, still forming that chord. So that's a little bit tricky there. And then you're going to go ahead and form the the D minor 7 again. Okay, before you do that, getting ahead of myself here. So, you're gonna lift up that that pinky off of the 3rd fret of the A, and just pluck up on the E string, still forming that F chord, and then put the pinky down. Open A, and then we're going to do that D minor 7 chord shape. And then lift off the pinky, strum again, just regular D minor, hit the E, and then we're going to form this chord, plucking down on the E, on the C, twice, and then once on the E, and then C. Alright, so let's walk through that that entire first section of that verse. So it's all right. The second part, the second half of that first verse is identical. The only difference is the way that you end it. So instead of ending on a C, you're going to be ending on an F. So we'll play through the second part of the first verse right now together. Just make sure that there's no surprises in there. So let's go. Okay, and we're stopping on that first string. We're not playing. You could play it all the way through if you want to, but for me, I like to emphasize that last note to really let the melody sing out there. All right, so then going into the chorus, the chorus is a little bit tricky here too. So bear with me. So you're going to start off with your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then pluck up on the open A. So move the ring finger down to that C note, and then slide it over up to the D, 5th fret of the A, and you're going to form a G chord shape here, but not your normal G chord shape with these 3 fingers. You're going to be forming them with your ring finger, your middle finger, and your pinky, because you need the open pointer finger to come back and play this, the 3rd fret of your A. So, and your middle finger is going to come down. On the 5th fret of the C, pinky is going to form that G shape on the 6th fret of your E. So that's a B flat that we're strumming there. So you don't necessarily have to hit that top note, just the bottom 3. 1, 2, and 3 are important. So, and then you're going to come back with your pointer finger and hit the 3rd fret of your A string and lift up with your ring finger. Pluck that open. After you lift that up, you're going to have your pointer finger on that 3rd fret, but you're going to lift up the ring finger and pluck that A string. So, got that? Then you're going to move your ring finger, lift up the pinky, and the ring finger can come up to the 5th fret of your E and strum that chord through. I think that's an F add 9 chord, so. And then you're going to hit that E string to ring out that melody. That's the A note. And then you're going to come down, play that C5, and then F. So that whole string goes. And you repeat it. So this time, you're plucking up on that A and then strumming through the chord. Lifting up the pinky again, playing that F add 9. I guess it's just the D note. I guess you could play the chord through there. So. And then you strum down on your pluck down, I should say, not strum down, pluck your C string, and then play your C chord. So that entire first half of the chorus goes. And then we're going to play the second half of the chorus, the first line, same way. But at this point, instead of going back to the F, we're going to the D minor, which is the relative minor of F. So it sounds very similar, but it gives it a sadder tone. Instead of, the F is very bright. So this has more of that sadder tone. All right, so. Okay, this is where it gets tricky here. So we're going to pluck up on our E string, put down the pinky, and open A. So E string forming that D minor chord shape, remember? Pinky down, open A, and then we're going to form a B flat chord, strum it through, lift up to this chord shape again, so it's just like your E minor, let's see, E minor, but you're up, first fret of F, second fret of C, third fret of G. So going back there, B flat, strumming through, lift up to that chord shape. So B flat, and we're just lifting right up to that chord shape. Open A, and then strum down with the pinky on the 3rd fret. Open A again. And then we're going to be lifting up the pinky, hitting that hitting the E string, putting the pinky back down again, and then forming the A chord. Alright, so this is really difficult for me to even explain, but it takes a little while just to figure out that transition. But so I'll walk you through it again very slowly. Let's play it together, the last part of that chorus. C5, D minor. Put the pinky down, keep forming that D minor shape, pluck up on that E string, open A, B flat, open A, strum through this chord. You have to put that pinky down. I keep on forgetting to put that down, but put the pinky down on the 3rd fret of the E, open A, and then lift up the pinky, put the pinky back down, and then form the A. So the way that whole thing sounds is Alright, the rest of the song, it's exactly like the first verse. The only, let's see, is there any difference in the ending? Let's just play through it real quick. So it ends on F. And you could play that. If you wanted to give it a little bit of a different finish, you could play your inverted F up here. Alright, but that's it. That's basically all the song. I hope you guys benefited from this tutorial. It's a little bit chaotic, I know. I wish I was better at explaining these things, but hopefully it gives you an idea of a foundation knowledge of how the song works, and you can make modifications of your own so that you can play it easier. You don't have to play with the same fingers, obviously, but enjoy this song. Hope you guys learn it and have fun playing it.